Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins.
Hey, it's
Let
the
me see.
urchins.
It was the ghost of Pablo Coventrero.
This is interesting. This.
Okay, I don't remember. Like, I'm trying to remember like what I'm supposed to be looking for here. I think the suspicion is that like maybe Nelligan's dad was on Peter Carey's ship, right?
Right. You can look this up. You can look up your documents.
I just want to see what Holmes wad the paper up, throw it to the ground, and scream that it's useless while kicking the urchin out.
This is interesting. Let us review
I'll
the
box
other
your
sailors
ears,
now.
young lad.
What do I not pay you for?
Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us review.
This
the
is
other
apparently a
sailors
puzzle?
now.
I need
This
a
man is
confession
a
by this
harpoon.
evening. If you want
here
a
we
crust,
go.
dear sir.
The same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Well, by
Wiggins,
process of
could you
elimination,
gather some
underlining
information
every
on one
single
of the
name and
sailors that you
staring at
found?
it, then making
His
a
name is
non-committal
Patrick
noise, you seem to have arrived at the correct answer. Deductively.
Sometime later.
When
We found
every
Patrick
possibility
Kent.
is eliminated
Good job,
by
Wiggins. Where is
Fiat,
he?
whatever
He
remains,
lives in a
no matter
small
how little
furnished
you
dump of a
understand
room,
it, must be the
but
correct
he's always
answer.
at the Sea Witch
Sherlock
pub,
Holmes.
where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Okay, Josh, see if you can guess
you,
what your
sir.
next mini game is.
Is it
Oh
drinking?
boy.
Close.
It's either
Drinking
that or
is what
arm
you do while you
wrestling.
engage in this mini game.
Is it darts?
Oh man, a darts mini game where you can accidentally fuck up and send a dart flying through the window, blinding an urchin, would be absolutely sublime. I think the best darts-based video game joke still belongs to Escape from Monkey Island, where you convince a guy to show off his dart-throwing skills to get him to pop a balloon and startle a man possibly to death. But in the meantime, you can just name various targets, like hit that thing, and one of them is hit that guy over there. And if you pick that
now we
one, he
gotta
throws a
dress
dart
up.
directly at the screen and cracks it.
It's time for
And-
Sherlock Holmes to put on a disguise.
Yep. For the rest of the game, whenever you're on that screen, on that camera angle, the screen is cracked. All right. What's a sailorly disguise?
That looks maybe sailorly? That looks sailorly. A bit.
I Sherlock the
Officer
sailor
sailorly.
man. I Sherlock the sailor man.
Of course, we need to put on the.
He shows
Friendly
up to the
button
pub
chops.
and he convinces everybody
The
he's a
most
sailor.
amazing.
He starts talking like Donald Duck.
I'm strong to finish till eat me spinach. And strike the fish until I eat my spinach.
Are we solid with all these? Okay, cool. Awesome.
Now I can approach Cairns.
It looked
and see
like
if he recognizes the
an
pouch.
alcoholic train conductor.
Did you hear that? You ever heard that joke, Josh?
No.
Man gets drunk before he goes to like conduct the train. He's not paying attention. Doesn't listen for the whistle. Accidentally rams his train into like into the end of the track. Blows it up. Kills a bunch of people. They send him to death row. He asks him for his last meal. He says he wants 1 lima bean. They put him in the electric chair. They electrocute him. He doesn't die. They're confused. They let him go. He gets back back at the controls of the train. Again, accidentally kills a dozen people. Sent to death row. asks for a single lima bean, goes to the electric chair, doesn't die, gets to leave. Happens a third time, asks for his lima bean, gets his lima bean, gets put in the chair, they throw the switch, he doesn't die, and they say, alright, look, we'll let you go, but please, what is it about the lima bean that's keeping you alive? And he says, oh, it's nothing to do with the lima bean, I'm just a really bad conductor.
Boo.
I feel like I was just reading something on our jokes. Like that's...
See, the real thing about that joke, and I hope you appreciate this, is that you're supposed to stretch it out to like 20 minutes long.
Yes.
It's one of
Hello
those.
there. Are you Cairns? What do you
Oh my god, that accent.
Well, you've heard all
Yeah,
about
I was
the
about to say, you
gambling
aren't ready
arms.
for this.
You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
Does this happen in the books?
Were
Yeah,
earrings a thing in
absolutely.
the in Victorian London?
Yeah. Yeah,
I like
sailor,
how
you wear
like
gold.
Chris's primary contribution to this
As
this
a sailor, you
season
wear, like,
so far has been to ask if things are in Victorian London.
You wear,
The answer
a
has
golden earring.
always been yes, for the record. Like,
You
I'm just
wear-
astounded like they had roads.
You wear a golden earring as a sailor because if you drown and wash up on shore, they can cash in the earring and pay for your funeral. Or they could just melt the earring down and sell it and let you fucking rot, I guess. I don't know, I guess they didn't
So
think that
supposed
through
to-
very much. This minigame sucks, by the way.
This is... I don't understand what's really happening. I guess like I'm
I
supposed
will
to
say-
hold him back and then get my stamina back up.
I do like that all these minigames are skippable. Like, I like that you can play it for these sort of mechanics, or you could play it just as a story and let the things just sort of play out.
Yeah. I completely forget how to win this, by the way. It took me like 20 tries to figure it out.
It doesn't help that I can't even see the freaking table.
I think you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to restrain when it looks like he's pushing, and you're supposed to push when it looks like he's weak.
I see.
Hey, well, whoever's on that drum, shut the fuck up!
Camera pans over and it's a guy literally a foot from the table.
Just, like, leaning in with a big shit-eating grin, like, slapping his
Watson.
little tom-tom. What? He's not even in disguise.
He's just there beating a drum, going, "Go on, Mr. Holmes."
And you just like turn to look at him slowly in your full disguise. Just give him like a what the fuck man look. Did I say something, Mr. Holmes?
I mean, I'm not losing, but I'm not winning either.
We have a really impressive crepe hair beard.
Yeah, you're winning.
No, we're losing now.
Oh, maybe I'm behind.
Are we... we're just zooming in on his face now, okay.
Hey, they spent
space to
$12
skip.
billion making these arm wrestling facial animations so that you'll know when to push and when to restrain, Josh.
Bored! He looks like he's reading a book.
He looks constipated.
Sherlock looks legit tilted.
Wales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
I'm ready.
Fine.
Sherlock Holmes is just like, remember, just because I know how to get away with murder. That drummer's back on his bullshit.
I feel like I'm actually getting worse at this game as I play it. See, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hold to push or mash it.
I think you mash.
It seems like it's mashing it.
No, you mash to push and you hold to restrain.
Did they have Slim Jims in Victorian England?
No.
No. They did have jerky.
They had
Alright,
jerky.
forget this. Oh. I think the game just blew up. It's gone.
You want to skip the game? Okay, fuck you. You skipped the game. Congratulations, you won Sherlock Holmes, asshole.
It just crashed the desktop.
Okay. If he's tired, push. If he pushes,
recording
restrain.
started now. All right, here we go.
It's
Sorry,
gonna
what
load
did
up.
you say?
Oh shit! Remember how I mentioned that the last game had really bad mini games, and I mentioned a terrible rope bridge mini game? I forgot that's in this one. We probably won't play long enough to get to it, but.
Hello there.
Did you
Are
say you had the
carrots?
strategy for this?
What do you want?
Ooh,
Well,
I
you've
do have
heard
the
all
strategy
about
for
the
this.
gambling and
Ready?
arm wrestling here. You seem
Okay.
like the likely sort, and I'm up
Okay.
for it.
We'll
So,
give it a little
here's one
of a
tip.
try here.
Here's
Suits
one
me.
tip. When you start it, immediately start pushing. When he looks
Right.
tired, push. When he looks like he's pushing, restrain. If you see his teeth, he's attacking and defend. When he presses his lips together, he's defending. You shouldn't attack. So when you see his teeth, defend. When you see his lips purse, do not attack. It's pretty good arm wrestling strategy in general, I feel.
Okay, I
Based
get it.
entirely on teeth. It's easy when you know how. See, you just weren't smart enough to win in arm wrestling. That's your problem.
It's got the exact same animation.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Oh, I want to look at him. Like, it's interesting, like, those character models have a very high level of detail for, like, a game like this, because you're supposed to look at it in very close up. Like, that's
Sexy
nice
ass
looking
DTF
beard.
earring. Hairy
Most generic
forearms,
sailor's
strong
tattoo.
hands. Sexy tattoo. Nails could use some work.
Cool, alright.
And what is even up with those sleeves, Mike Jesus?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take...
You think that's the same voice actor just doing like a Cornish accent, or do you think that's like... Like they got a guy in specifically to do that Sherlock Holmes impression?
Come on. It's hard to judge his facial expressions when his face changes.
Isn't that what makes it easy to
No, I
gauge
mean, like, when the
facial
angle on his face
expressions?
changes and is, like, looking straight up at him. It's like, when are his lips pursed?
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
No, I think that's definitely the
Winner
Sherlock
as
voice
well.
actor doing a very bad
That's
Cornish
good.
accent.
Let's have a drink. You're a good type.
Everybody in the
Seems
club
you've
gets
managed to settle
tipsy.
down in life. You've got money, eh?
You want the opium?
Not all that
Disco,
much.
a disco ball comes down from the ceiling.
At least you're not as poor as me.
That drummer switches to like dubstep mode.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner.
I do like that, like, Sherlock is
See,
continuing with this
whalers are rare.
facade
They
here.
don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course.
Now tell me,
It's been
as a
1,000 years
harpooner,
since
do you
I've
find
sailed.
yourself getting much
I've seen
poon?
everything.
Eh?
Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger.
Let me buy you another
sailed to
drink.
The Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you something
I
else
was told
about him.
terrible
If he were to be
tales about
murdered,
Black
it'd
Peter.
probably be by a gardener.
You ain't heard the worst.
I just got a feeling about him.
Great Roger. God damn
Let's
it, I
have
fucked
another
that.
drink.
Accents are hard.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north.
Okay,
There's only one
so
man
he
on her.
stole Joshua
wasn't a
Nelligan's
The
stuff.
crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Dingy. I'm sorry, please continue.
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You
I
know
feel like
what
I'd be more interested in the
don't you?
stories of Great Roger.
I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
That's some grim
Aye.
nautical shit right
Those
there.
that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
I mean, really, I was more interested in cool whaling stories, but sure, that time your captain killed a guy, that's a cool story too.
Well, this one time,
Back in a
I
second.
saw he eating up
Came
a
up
big
to
old
the
whale and I threw my harpoon at it.
My drink.
But I found I couldn't do it. And as he floated up out of the waves, he looked at me and said, "Thanks for not killing me, here's your powers."
God damn it. God damn it, Ruskarn.
Oh
Never let that
man.
die.
I was
So-
wondering when a Dishonored reference would make its way into this season.
Plant the pouch. Which pouch? Oh, right. The I can't even find it here. The this pouch that had the embroidered names on it. I see.
Here it is.
So I guess we then ask him about it.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now.
So he was
I know
there.
a captain who's planning an expedition.
Oh, I
to
thought
Cape
I'd never
Cod.
see this again
Captain
after I lost it when I
Ahab.
murdered that fella.
He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about it.
Here's Sherlock, like,
Maybe.
playing
you
a
like.
joke,
Aye.
having been well read over this guy.
I'm done here. It's time.
Oh yeah, Captain Ahab.
Maybe you could sign up for the Millennium Falcon with Captain Han Solo.
There's nothing else to do here, right?
Care to lose
I mean,
another
it's a
10
bar.
shillings?
You could drink or play the drums.
No, we're
Care to
into
lose another
opioid.
10
We're,
shillings he
we're
has
sophisticated
in this universe
cramp
where you
stuff.
just completely toasted his ass in front of all of his buddies. The drummer didn't even have time to get to the chorus, motherfucker.